Okay, man. So let's just talk about your last fight. Just talk me through it.
Well, my last fight was Ted Red Worthington. He's kind of a journeyman. Um, he's a brawler, known for brawling. He's got a good triangle off his back. He's fought a lot of tough guys. His record's about 500. Just real experienced, and I knew that I didn't want to get in there and just, trade with him, and I thought that I was going to be a better wrestler than him, and it turns out that I was. So, I got on top of him. Well, first I felt him out, got on top of him. When he got close, I took him down, got on top, and just grounded him out.
What's your record sitting at right now?
Um, my record, I was a 12-0 amateur, and right now I'm a 5-0 pro.
Quite impressive record for mixed martial arts there, man. But you're stepping up, really stepping up in competition for this fight. Just talk about your opponent.
Um, you're right. And it's about time that I did. I've been fighting some guys that I wanted to test myself and just get some ring time. But
Sure.
this next guy, Jordan Rinaldi, even though he's just an ultimate fighter flunkie, he's definitely a tough opponent. Um, really, we're basically identical. I think we kind of, I did some homework on him. We kind of grew up the same, and through wrestling, and kind of got into the sport late. But we're undefeated. We were wrestlers. Um, the thing is I think I'm a specialist, and I think he's more of those guys that say they're well-rounded. Which I look at MMA as a decathlon. Everybody. You're not going to be real good at anything, but you're just going to be mediocre at everything. And sometimes those guys, like Jordan Rinaldi, that are well-rounded, those guys are the ones that mix it up real well because they're not real good at anything, but or not real great at anything, but good at everything.
Right.
So,
How'd you see this fight going, and what are your keys to victory?
you know what? I'm not real big on predictions, but I think that uh, I'm gonna stick to my game plan, and I'm gonna take what he gives me. So, there's too many things going on in there for me to know exactly what's going to happen. I kind of know what he likes to do, and I'm gonna work around those things. So, and stick to what I do best. So, uh, that's kind of what I think about how it's going to go. So, it's a kind of spur of the moment thing. You take what happens in there, and you try to make the best out of it.
Okay, man, and where are you training right now?
Right now, I'm in currently. I moved out to Las Vegas, and I'm I'm with One Kick Nick Blumgren. He
Okay.
does my Muay Thai, and I'm with Sergio Penha, and he does my Jiu-Jitsu, and Mark Philippi, he does over at PSI, does my strength and conditioning. Um, that's kind of where I'm training. I got a lot of great training partners: Tyler Perry, uh, Marie Smith, Anthony and Chidi in Jaquani, Scotty Leffler, Jeff Roman. Those are the guys I'm training with every day. So uh, that's kind of my training regimen.
Okay, and let's just talk about your amateur fight career. Do you think those 12 fights you have, they really make a difference?
You know what? It's kind of crazy because the sport is so young, and like you just it's not. I really don't think there is an amateur. I mean, there was no pad. The only difference was is I couldn't knee my opponent to my head, and I couldn't. I had to wear 7-ounce gloves instead of 4-ounce gloves. So there's not much difference in the pro level to the amateur level. But I just think just getting in there and seeing what it's like to be in a cage and being locked in a cage, and it's very similar to me to wrestling. So it's really one-on-one, but just getting punched in the face and getting in there and seeing what what can go on, I think that was really valuable, and that helped me. But there's not much difference.
Let's talk about cutting weight. You're fighting this weekend, so how much do you weigh right now, and how much do you have to drop?
Right now, I weigh about 165. I try to keep it under 65. I don't have a problem getting over 70. If I'm out of camp, but right now I'm trying to drop to 45. This is going to be a catch weight at 150. I just want to, kind of baby step my way down and see what the cut's like. But I think it should be fairly easy right now. But so I'm only going to cut about 10 or 12 pounds that week of the fight. This week of the fight. So that's kind of how the weight goes.
Okay, and this is RFA 3. Pretty big show. I don't think there's any major competition to this show on the upcoming weekend as far as MMA goes. So just talk about being on this big show, and is this the biggest card you've ever been a part of?
I was on the RFA 1, but this is the biggest show that I've been on thus far, and it's just an honor to be a part of it, and I think I'm was lucky just to be on the card, and I'm honored to do that. But I'm just trying to take it one fight at a time, and one punch, one takedown at a time. So I just try to take it day by day.
Okay, so last night in the UFC there was a pretty big fight, same weight division. Did you check out Maynard and Clay Guida's fight?
I missed the main card. I really I was watching the Lamas Hatsu Hioki fight more, but I missed the main card. But I did read a little bit about it, and I just think I was looking at that fight, and it's just wrestler versus wrestler, and bigger, better wrestler won.
Right.
I think Guida really is a 45er, but he just got bullied, by the bully, and if the sport's getting so competitive now that weight and size is a big factor, and if you don't want to get in there and get laid on and get punched on by somebody that outweighs you by 20 pounds, then more other people are willing to cut that weight and be the bigger person and have that advantage. And before the sport wasn't like that, and now it's starting to be like that.
Okay, Mark, another question here. Give me a prediction on the Frankie Edgar versus Benson Henderson rematch coming later this summer.
I think Frankie, he didn't have a chance. I didn't think he deserved a rematch. He was pretty busted up, and it showed, and I just think he's the bigger, Anderson's the bigger, more well-rounded fighter, I think, and he's going to take it away again.
Okay, man. I don't believe I've asked you this. Let me know if I have. What are your keys to victory in the fight with Jordan Rinaldi?
Well, you kind of did, but it's the keys to victory for me would be to stick to my main discipline and what got me here, and that's my wrestling. And I'm going to just take it one punch at a time, one kick at a time, one takedown at a time. So if he whatever he gives me and whatever openings he gives me, I'm gonna capitalize. So sticking to my game plan and sticking to what I'm good at is my keys to victory.
Okay, anything you'd like to promote, such as your sponsors, or throw out your Twitter or Facebook?
Yeah. I'd like to thank my family and God for all the support, and First Round Management, Wayne Harriman, RFA Fighting, my coaches and trainers, my sponsor Sir Jason Winters, Mr. Anderson for this wonderful interview, and follow me on Facebook, Mark Dickman, and my Twitter is The Freak MMA. So thanks again for having me.
Awesome stuff, man. And before we let you go, I hear you're a movie star. Tell me about it.
You know what? It's kind of a joke of how small my part was, but one of my friends is they're making a movie on him, and Steven Seagal is playing his part, and so they needed some fighters to come in and hit the bag, and the part probably was like a minute long, and they just kind of pan the room, and we're hitting the bags as
Nice.
fighters start. So that's it's kind of a joke, but it was kind of neat being on set, seeing Steven Seagal and Vinnie Jones. He's those guys are kind of neat to see. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a pretty big guy. He's Seagal. He's a big guy. When you see him in person. So that was surprising. So that's kind of it was kind of funny and neat. So
he wasn't there trying to teach you some kicks or anything, was he?
no, I didn't really get a chance to really talk to him, but if he did, I was going to tell him that I respect you and all, but I'm Team Sonnen. So
Right.
yeah.
Nice, nice. Okay, man. Thanks for the interview.
All right, Mr. Anderson.
Okay,
Thank
see
you.
ya.